My poor section was VARC. In my first attempt, I got around 8 marks in VARC, but right now in 2025, I received 43 raw score in VARC section. Coruscant provided Sudokus and Kakuros. In the DLR set, that's what helps you the most because it lays your foundation and basic. I initially started with 40s, I guess, then I jumped on to 60s. Then I jumped on to 70s and 80s. My highest, which I achieved in 1 mark, was 103 marks.
Any advice that you would like to give the future aspirants?
Just consistency is the key. I would just say this only because you have to practice and you have to overcome your weakest areas.
So, welcome to Elitesgrid Success Stories, where we share honest cat journey, not just final result, but everything that came before it. Today, we have Shreya Mittal with us, who has scored 99.7 percentile in CAT 2025. So let's start it. So, hi Shreya, tell me a little about yourself, your schooling, your undergraduation, and what doing you before CAT. So, just a little introduction.
Okay. So hi, my name is Shreya Mittal. I'm a graduation in Bachelor of Engineering from UIT and I completed my graduation in 2024 in Computer Science Engineering. And I am a working professional as of now. So I started working in July 2024 and I have a work ex of around 1.5 years up till now.
Okay, great. So, Shreya, when you decided that you want to give CAT? Like, when did you make in your mind that this is my next step?
So I appeared for CAT in my final year of graduation as well. That is in 2023. But after that, I changed my mind to first have some work experience. And so after having like 1.5 years of I thought this would be the right time because this is the ideal work experience time. So I thought, why not give CAT now? So yeah.
So, as you said, you have work experience. So, how did you manage your preparation with your work? So, it will be a little bit difficult for you.
Yeah, so actually my shift timings get over at 9:30 p.m. and most of the online classes that Elitesgrid conducted were from 10 to 12 p.m. only. So that was my ideal prep window for like in which I studied every day. Apart from the classes as well, I did self study in this time bracket only. So that's how I managed.
Great, Shreya. So, as you mentioned that self-study. So, what doubts did you have before your starting CAT preparation, and how did you decided to join EG?
So basically, I did not want an offline coaching because that would require much more time to be dedicated to it, and because I had my job alongside, I couldn't dedicate so much of time. So I was looking for an online platform, and again I surfed internet for the reviews, and I thought Elite's Grid is the one name which has no negative reviews. Like I did not find even one negative review for that. So from there my trust started building up, and yeah, so that's where when I decided to join Elite's Grid. And I think it was a great decision because all the mentors and the tutors really helped me along the prep journey.
Great, Shreya. So as you mentioned, there's no negative review and you got all the positive review. So there's a certain expectations also in your mind when you joined EG, right? So what the expectations, what was that expectations and that EG met your expectations or not?
So basically, as I'm from engineering background, I was mostly okay in quants and math section. My poor section was VARC itself. So like in my first attempt, I got around 8 marks in VARC section. But right now in 2025, I received 43 raw score in VARC section. So as you can see, that's a huge jump. So that was my main pain point as to I need a good mentor or a good tutor who could give me VARC strategies as to increase that score. So that was really well fulfilled. The I would mostly appreciate Gunj and thank Gunjan sir for that because his tips and the his confidence which he gave that it can be conquered, the section can be conquered. So basically, that was really helpful, and that's what made me achieve this great score. So that was
Right.
the
Maybe it's very helpful to you.
yeah,
And everyone says that Gunjan sir is a really great teacher.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So what kept you motivated during your preparation journey?
My motivation was to basically study in a tier one college So basically, whenever I was, tired or didn't want to study, that's what motivated me, my aim, my ambition. Moreover, I would also give some credit to, of course, the tutors itself, Hani sir and Gaurav sir as well, because they push you on every stage, in every stage of your, preparation journey. So a big thanks to them as well.
Okay. So as you mentioned about your self-study preparation, is there any something you missing that what you feel as missing something in that so that I can join the AG? Is there anything that you mentioned?
So in my study phase, what was missing was like I needed a structure, a study plan, and that was the main lacking thing which I had, because I cannot, I was not able to study on my own. I needed a daily goal and a structured plan. So that's why I chose to join a coaching in the first place.
Yeah, as everyone said, EG help to build a like structured study material for you so that you can carry
Yeah,
forward it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So how useful were the EG study material and class notes for you?
So basically, the I would say very relevant, because of course all the topics and everything was covered. The test materials, the section test, the for quants and DLR and even VARC. The Gaurav sir provided Sudokus and Kakuros. We do not realize at the starting that how is this going to help, but in the DLR set, that's what helps you the most, because it lays your foundation and basics of the puzzles. So that was very really very helpful. So yeah.
Yeah, fun with study.
Yeah.
Kinda like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So any academic habit or method taught at EG helped you the most?
Again, I would say they were like daily solving is what they told us to do, daily DLR puzzles and VARC RCs. So that's one thing which sir instructed us to do, and I followed it diligently. Another, again, I would uh, say thanks to Gunjan sir only because of the extremely useful and extremely adequate VARC tips. I never thought like VARC sections can be so easily, even the RCs can be so easily solved, and there has to be there will be a some specific solving techniques to an RC. So when I discovered that by with the help of Gunjan sir, I was really motivated that yes, it can be possible.
So, Shreya, when did you start your mocks and how many mocks did you give in total?
um so I don't remember the number of mocks, but it was around, I guess, 20 to 30 mocks. I think that may be like that's not the exact number, but that's how many mocks I think I gave. So yeah, I started giving mocks around 2 to 3 months before the cat.
Okay, great. And like, how were your scores in the mock initially? As we noticed in the initial stage, everyone scored some low marks. So,
Yeah, yeah.
is that case for you also same?
Yeah, so I initially started with 40s, I guess, then I jumped on to 60s. Then I jumped on to 70s and 80s in the previous month of CAT, or even in November, I would say, November itself. So my highest which I achieved in one mark was 103 marks. So that was the highest which I achieved. But overall, at the last stage which was scoring was around 80s only. So I think that was a pretty decent score in the mocks.
And when you scored 103, is that really like,
Yeah, it was great. It was like, yeah, it was really great. And yeah, it was a good experience at that time.
yeah. But when you scored like low marks, then how will you stabilize yourself? Like some students are not motivated or they feel that low their confidence. Like, how many
Hmm.
marks may come marks higher, then what was your next step?
Right.
So how will you like emotionally stabilize yourself?
So the thing is, basically, at the initial stages when your marks are low, you have to realize that it's just the preparation phase, and from there on, you can only get better. So the analysis was a key part in your improvement. What I analyzed and what I observed is I got low score because my marks tanked in one of the sections every time. So either I scored low in BAC, in quants, or in DILR. So to achieve a good score, I had to equally perform equally good in all the three sections, and so that's the strategy I kept in mind, and that's how I improved, I think.
Yeah. And Shreya mentioned about the analysis part. So now, Shreya, your approach and strategies to analyze each mock, anything specific you want to answer about?
So basically, uh, that the thing only which I mentioned, that I analyzed which of the sections is where my score tanked. First of all, for example, in one section, in one mock, I achieved good score in VARC. In second mock, my score tanked in VARC. So why did that happen? Where did I make mistakes? So I analyzed all of that. In DILR, mostly DILR score was consistent. DLR score tanked only when there were extremely hard sets that were beyond solving. So that my DLR was all right at that time. My quant score tanked because initially I did not practice for quant because I was of the conception that I am an engineer, so I'll be able to easily handle quants. But that overconfidence broke when I started getting low marks in quants consistently. So that's when I thought, no, I should practice more for quants as well. So I doubled down on the practice and the problems. So that's when my quant score also stabilized.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
So you're stronger in weaker section, and how did you overcome your weaker section? What was the approach? Like for initially stage, you said your stronger section is quant, but then you realize that when you feel that your marks is low, then
Hmm.
you start preparing for quant. But what was your stronger and weaker section?
So as I mentioned, my weakest section was VARC only. I was not able to even read one complete line. I was so exhausted. I was so tired of reading even one line because you don't have that attention span in the beginning as well.
Correct.
So I started by just reading simple RCs and simple articles, and not, timing myself and not putting so much pressure. Just developing that habit of reading. I also read some books as well. So that's where my habit developed in the first place. After that, I started dwelling more on how to solve RCs, how to choose the correct option. Because when you are comfortable with reading that 500, 600 words, then you have to make your strategy in how to solve. So again, the strategies which Gunjan sir gave, I applied those strategies, and with the help of that only, I was able to crack the RCs after that. Yeah.
And so, do you believe that now that the revision classes were enough for you to prepare yourself for the CAT examination?
Yeah, so in the revision classes, I didn't apply the revision. I didn't attend the revision classes of quants, mainly because Anisa told it was for those students who did not attend the classes in the first place, the regular classes, right? So as I was regular in attending the regular classes, I did not opt for the revision classes per se, but I practiced on my own quants. Uh, as per the DILR section, Gaurav sir posted a 6 hour long video of DILR. So I went through all of that video, and it was really helpful. So that's how I revised for the DILR section. For VARC, it's again practice. So yeah.
Yeah, but the revision is going on throughout the year, I guess.
Yeah. Revision, basically they double down on the revision itself in the last month, especially. I remember Hanisa sharing the schedule, and the revision classes were just constantly they were revising stuff of all past years, of all formulas, of everything. So yeah.
Actually, that helps a lot, I guess. The revision is most important thing in
Yeah, that's
your
true.
preparation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Shreya, how did you handle your D-Day pressure?
So basically mine was the third slot, and I think the pressure builds up on you. But yeah, I think I was really nervous, of course. But when I started writing the exam, I was again nervous, and my whole body was shaking at the time. I couldn't tackle that part. But the my score and my percentile is all just a fruit of my hard work and my constant practice, I would say. Because if you go there, I went there, I was nervous, but still I was able to solve and tackle problems, tackle questions, because I had a lot of practice. Of course, when you attempt and when you come back, you realize you could have attempted much more. That's never going to change. But yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah, but consistency is the key. You constant yourself, so you
Yeah.
manage all the things.
Yes.
So, what was like on that day? What was your going in your head when you go for the exam, sit for the
Hmm.
exam? So, what actually was going on in your head कि अभी क्या चल रहा है आपके दिमाग में कि मेरे को VRC हो गया अब DILR आने वाला है like that.
So initially, when I started attempting VARC, it was extremely easy. I found it extremely easy, and I thought it was a cakewalk like for me because
Mm.
I had expected much more difficulty, and of course, after the analysis or the reviews of slot one and slot two came out, the reviews were mostly that VRC was on a moderate side, not easier side. But
Mm.
to contrary to that, I found VRC very light. When I shifted to DILR, of course, it was difficult, as you have heard many reviews according to that. But again, when I was able to solve the first set in initial 10 minutes, so that's how I boosted my boost. That's what boosted my confidence. So that's the reason. In quants also, I thought when my speed is very slow, but still I was able to solve 9 or 10 questions, I think.
But that's good. Like 9, 10 questions in quants, maybe
Yes.
it's really
So
good.
it was good. My percentile in quants is the highest among the three sections. It was 99 point something. So yeah,
But it's your
99.9.
strongest part also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so आपने like you told your preparation journey and EG. So now little bit about you want to tell EG faculty how was you help your preparation, how they help you, is they approachable, and when you feel like not motivated, so how they motivate you, something special you feel that this is the thing you really missed
Uh,
out.
so basically, I did not reach out to them in case I had low motivation because I think motivation lies in your hand only. But in lectures, Hani sir and Gaurav sir motivated us a lot. I did not reach out to them specifically for motivation, but they kept us motivated all along in the sections in the WhatsApp groups itself. So that's something.
Okay, Shreya. So any advice that you would like to give the future aspirants?
Just consistency is the key. I would just say this only because you have to practice and you have to overcome your weakest areas and just keep your ambition in mind.
Yeah, practice is the key for anything, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And so, would you recommend EG to the future CAT aspirants, or you want to say something?
Yeah, definitely. I would say EG is one of the best institutes. In the sense, it provided all the relevant coaching material, up to date coaching material, and all the practice sessions, as you mentioned, revision sessions were extremely helpful. So all of those things really helped. Most institutes are not like this, but their extreme hard work, especially I would mention the fact of that Gaurav sir posted a 6 hour long video in nearing the end, so that is really helpful. So I think yeah, I would recommend EG to almost everybody looking for CAD coaching.
Thank you so much, Shreya. It's really nice to talk to you, and all the best for your future endeavors. May I hope you will get what you want. We all the best.
Thank you so
Yeah, thank
much.
you so much.